With all the distractions we have and how busy it seems everyone has gotten, it can be very hard to focus and stay focused. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mai. I make videos about shaping a healthy home, business, life through intentional living. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to stop procrastinating so that you can get stuff done that you want to get done. I have a pretty busy schedule. I am a mom, I'm a wife, I own 3 businesses, and I have other social roles that I fulfill. I have to get very strict with my schedule in a way that feels right for me. But the opposite side of the coin is that sometimes I can focus on things that do not fulfill the goals I've set for that day, for that week, for that month, or for that year. There's been a few things that I've done so that distractions do not get in the way of my success. Making a to-do list the night before helps you with your mindset. It tells your mind and spirit that these things are important for you and that you need to get them done the next day. And it sets a really good expectation for your day. You're waking up, you know exactly what you want to accomplish. Plus, if you wait until the next morning to do your to-do list, and don't get me wrong, that's still better than not doing it at all, but you might forget little things that you should have put on your schedule, but you didn't, and they become stressful little annoyances that you have to deal with throughout the whole day. Usually I'll take 5 to 10 minutes the night before to organize my to-do list. I'll pull out my calendar and I'll talk to my husband. Once I make my to-do list, I'll talk to my husband and see what's on his schedule so that our to-do lists are in sync. And so that if we did forget something, maybe the other one can remind us, or if we forgot something that we should have put on the other one's schedule, then that's a good way to remember. Usually I'll put 3 to 4 things to get done on my to-do list. I feel like when you have more than that, it can get stressful and overwhelming. I had a client who would put 8 things on her list, and then throughout the day she would add more and more and more, and by the end of the night she felt overwhelmed, stressed, and depressed, and like she wasn't accomplishing anything at all, which is sad because she was, but she didn't feel it because she had so much on her list. So try not to do more than 3 to 4, and try not to add things to your list as the day goes on. By now, we all know how important routines are. You can create a routine around anything, but for me, my most important routine starts at the beginning of the day, which helps me get my mind and spirit prepped for the rest of the day. But really, I have routines throughout the whole day and about cleaning and family and work so that I can get the most done with the least amount of stress as possible. Another reason why it's nice to not add too much to your task list is that it allows you room for flexibility. If an emergency or an unexpected task pops up, you can add it to your list or switch it out with something else. Also, it's nice to leave room for spontaneity in life, right? There are times when I decide that I don't want to get the things done on my task list. I want to take my children out on a date, or I want to go on a family picnic. By doing this, it allows me to feel so good and very time rich. When I was a night owl, I thought my peak hours were late at night after everyone had gone to bed. I felt happy at night and I felt wonderful. But I realized later on that I wanted to relax at night, that it was my relaxing time. I just wanted to pull out a good book and enjoy it. It wasn't until I started waking up early that I realized that's when I had the most zestful life. I felt like I could accomplish anything, and I did. It felt wonderful. It still does. Whether you have a lot of daily goals or a few, you'll still not feel like you're accomplishing anything if they're not the right goals. I made a video about setting the right goals, and I'll post it up there as well as in the description box. I mentioned that I do a to-do list the night before. One of the things I do during that time is look at my weekly goal list to make sure any task I'm setting for myself that day will meet my overall weekly goals. And I try to divide it equally between business, life, and home. But to be honest, I think it's most important to focus on what is the most important thing that day. It could be that what I need to focus on that day is business because I have young children. So maybe the rest of the week I have a ton of stuff to do with my family, and that is the best day to do all the things I need to do for my business. This is where you have to learn to listen to your inner self and what makes you happy and what will take away from any stress you might feel that day. That's it for today's video. I'm so glad you were here. I hope these tips will help you be more productive. Living an intentional life means paying attention to what you're accomplishing, how you're accomplishing it, and how it makes you feel. I would love to know in the comment section, what is one thing you've done this year that has helped you feel more productive? I will see you in the next video. Bye.